It's coming. Yeah, so we are on. It says so Dan, good to good to have you on, brother. And I know it's time is limited these days for a good reason because you are getting ready for the big showdown on August 2nd. And I figured that would be the obvious starting point is, how did you get into I'll start with this fight and then move into, how you got into fighting BKFC.
This fight I asked for. They asked me if I wanted to fight in Philadelphia, which is coming up this weekend, or if I wanted to fight in Sturgis. And obviously I'm gonna fight in Sturgis. It's like the biggest event of the year. Um, yeah, I've just been working my butt off for it, man. We're more ready for this than any other fight ever in my life. Anything in my life, really. I've never prepared so well for anything and been so strict on myself and been making sure I cross all those T's, you know what I'm saying? Making sure I'm doing everything I can. So we're gonna win this fight for sure. This kid doesn't have a fucking chance. Nah, not with me at my best. He doesn't have a fucking chance.
I love it, dude. Yeah, that's gonna be a big card. I mean, I tune in because I'm just a dedicated BKFC connoisseur, whatever you call it, fan person,
Yeah.
and I love what I've seen on there so far. I'm probably I've heard of most of those fighters. I don't want to give throw shade at people on that card who I don't know, but I mean, yeah, compared to Philly, also, I mean, was have you been to Philly before?
Yeah, I went to a tryout where they're having those fights at, and it's a tiny venue, man. It's really small. So it's gonna be a really small event. And I'm in this to be in the biggest events and put on a show for the biggest crowds that I can. You know what I mean? I don't have time to waste with this shit. I'm trying to do it to the best of my ability right now. So I thought fighting on this big of a card would be a good step in my career in the right direction this far, you know. It's only my fourth fight, my third fight in the BKFC.
Oh,
So
absolutely, man. It's yeah, I have a buddy who he used to do MMA and now transitioning to boxing, but there's a guy who he actually knocked out in an MMA fight, and he just got knocked out recently in a BKFC fight. So I'm looking at some people who are in this, and I'm looking at you, and I'm like, you are levels above so many of them. But is that? I mean, when you get in there, I've heard from a couple fighters before talking about the transition from one sport to another, like Eddie Alvarez, who was saying it looks a lot worse than it really is what you go through as a fighter, but the training camps are not as brutal as MMA. Had you done other sports before that? Just wow.
no, I came straight into professional bare knuckle boxing from no previous experience whatsoever. Yeah, we trained for 3, 4 years before I tried out, and then I went to a tryout when I thought that I was ready for the highest level, and here I am now. And I'm 1 and 2. I mean, I'm still learning on the job. You know, I've lost 2 fights, but I've been taking fights against undefeated guys or, a top 10 lightweight in the whole country, Josh Sykes, Van Vo, who's fought every good guy in their hometown. Like these are no scrubs, I've not given myself an easy road, so I feel like I've learned a lot really quick in my career and it's helped. I'm gonna use everything I've learned on August 2nd to knock this kid's fucking head off.
And once that night, I mean, goes the way you're thinking, I mean, because that's the way to think. You don't go in there thinking you're going to lose. You win this fight. What's next? Is there, some kind of, I mean, obviously a championship is what you're thinking, but is there any more to it than just,
Yeah,
are you
because
trying to
like
get?
I
Now,
just want to be I want to be the one of the best bare knuckle fighters ever, and I want to be remembered for that. But not only that, like I know that my division is one of the biggest divisions in the BKFC. It's not going to be an easy road to that belt. So I just want to fight the best opposition that I can. That's why I took this kid. He's 6-0 in professional boxing and he's 1-0 in the BKFC. So he's completely undefeated in his professional career and I plan to take that zero from him. No, I'm going to for sure. Because, he is undefeated, but he's fought a bunch of shitty guys. Like, only reason why I'm not undefeated is because I fought guys that gave me a fight, real fighters. You know what I'm saying? And they taught me everything I needed. I learned the hard way, man. I got to get my ass kicked sometimes to learn that lesson. So I don't regret any of it. I'm fine where my career is at right now is where it's supposed to be. So yeah.
that's the toughest that you need for that line of work, man. Because I mean, it seems like you definitely, some thrills. That's sort of what you're about. Because outside of that, I mean, climbing towers, bro. I got offered a job doing that years ago. I was like, hell no, because I have too much vertigo. But
Right.
I mean, being up there, it was that's something you ever thought you would do when you were younger.
I mean, my mom couldn't get me out of trees when I was a kid, so I was always climbing on everything. I was just like a real hyperactive kid. Like my mom called me Mowgli, like, you know what I mean? I was like a little wild animal, and climbing just came second nature to me, but I think that being up that high, like said, I was on a 700-foot tower last month, so being up 700 feet in the air is a lot scarier than going into fist fight somebody that's my same size in a ring with a referee. You know what I mean? It's not that scary when you put those two into perspective. Like helps with the pressure quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Have you ever done it without the harness?
No, that would be retarded.
Yeah, that's the guy who offered me the job. He was like, "Oh yeah, I've done it without it before." I was like,
He was just
"I
trying
don't
to
know."
sound like a badass, but really he just sounded retarded. Excuse my French, but it's
Oh,
stupid.
there's
Doesn't make you tough to
yeah,
go up
no
there and be
reason.
unsafe, man. I've climbed with guys that won't safety off and stuff, and it's like you just look stupid. You don't look cool. You don't look tough. You just look like an idiot. You know, I don't know. I'm
Jesus.
not willing to risk my life, so I'm 100% tied off to that tower at all times, and I know that. But that doesn't slow me down. Like I'm moving really fast up there, and we're picking up 1,000-pound pieces of equipment up onto the tower at a time, and that's on a rope that's this big. So yeah, the pressure helps a lot, and I own my business, so if I don't finish these job sites, like that's on me, or if I mess something up, it's all on me. So. It's not like I work for a company doing it. This is all on my shoulders. So,
And is it just you and your girl doing that who own the business, like run it together?
yeah, we have a couple of guys that work with us, but we own the company. Yeah, together as partners.
That's the
She
way.
does this. She does the stuff on the ground, like those big pieces of equipment that I'm talking to you about. She'll hook them up onto the rope and then send them up to me while I'm up on the tower, and I'll connect everything. She does the paperwork and the books and all that stuff. Yeah, she's a equal partner in the company with me. Just like in the BKFC though too. She's an equal partner in everything in my life. She's yeah, irreplaceable, my wife.
She gets after it, man. I mean, I see she's always working out. I mean, it's probably easy to get motivated being around you. Is her thoughts when you're going in there fighting? I mean, how is it the lead up and the training camps, all of that? Because you all work together, doing the training together as well. Is she? I mean, she sounds like she's somebody who you probably lean on her the heaviest of anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And I won't see any worry in her unless I'm not doing something that she knows I'm supposed to be doing. So there's never any worry in her eyes because she knows that I'm checking all the boxes because she's making sure that I'm checking all those boxes. So as long as I'm at my best, there's not really anybody in the division that I'm worried about if I'm the best self.
And what's
But yeah, she
what's
motivates the shit
working?
out of me.
And,
She's a
I
Latina
mean,
woman. They're not easy, man. They're strict and they hold you to a high standard of what they expect from you. It's only, and I don't expect any less from her either, you know. I want her to push me that hard. I want to be the best version I can of me, so yeah, it helps. She helps me out a lot.
engaged to a Latina girl, so I 100% know the spots
You
you're coming
know,
from.
bro. You know, bro.
Yeah,
If they have expectations, you better fucking follow through with what you say to them. And I made her a promise that, you know, I would do this, that we would do this together and that we would get to the highest level doing it. We're already here, but I made her another promise and that was to get her a belt. That's for both of us, and I will do that too. There's not too many people in my division that I can't beat, like that I don't think I could beat. If I'm me right now, Danny, right now, I'll fucking eat up that whole 145 division. Me right now. And I'm going to show that in 2 weeks. I'm going to show that. Everybody's going to know who the fuck the Tower Dog is after August 2nd. I could promise you that. I'm coming.
hell yeah,
I've
I
never been
love it,
so
man.
prepared, but not only that, like it's always just been me and Amy. And this time I have a whole team of people behind me that are supporting me and that are putting the work in with me, sparring partners, other coaches, Isaiah Tafoya at Southside Sluggers as my other coach, and the experience level and stuff that he's bringing into my team and just the way that they're pushing me is on another level. There's no fucking way that I'm not going to beat the dog shit out of this kid. There's no way. He's not good enough. He's not
What's
strong enough. None of it.
and you're like daily. It's I'm sure it changes up during the week, but what's the routine like when you're training? What do you get up at? I'm sure at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, running a business, but how does that all flow together?
No. I get up before that. We get up at 4 to do some road work in the morning, just some, basic cardio, running, whatever. And then in the afternoon I'll do boxing training after work. But the last 2 weeks I haven't, like, I finished a site and I made sure to not take another one for a little while so that I could have a little bit of time off. That's the good thing about running my own business, that we've been doing two-a-days the last 2 weeks in the gym every day, twice, hard. So I'm ready, dude. I've never been able to do that either because we just started this business like 6 months ago and I haven't had a fight since we started it. So I used to work for a company and I had to answer to somebody. I couldn't take that much time off. I could take fight week off, but I couldn't take any of my camp off. Being able to take time during this camp to just focus on fighting has been so fucking huge. Like, I finally feel like I'm a professional athlete getting ready for a professional fight. Not an average working man working 12 hours climbing towers and training as much as I possibly could. You know what I'm saying? I've been able to strictly just focus on training. This kid's dead, dude. He's dead, dude. I've never been in this kind of shape in my life. It's fucking crazy. I've been surprised myself. And that's hard to do, because I have really high expectations of myself and I didn't know if I could get in this kind of shape. I'm 35 years old. I'm not that young. So, yeah, I'm in the best shape of my life right now. And it's crazy. I'm old.
I love the honesty, man. I mean, it's the way to go in and do it. I mean, what after flatlining this man, you're gonna jump back in there before 2025 is up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see, August, September, November, or September, October, November. Hopefully, yeah, right before the end of the year, maybe November, like Thanksgiving time, something like that. I need to take
Oh,
maybe a month off and then get back in the gym for a 6-week camp. So, yeah, 2.5 months after this fight, ideally, I would fight again because I've missed a lot of time this year. I had a guy pull out, or like my fight got pulled out from me out of nowhere the week of my fight last time. And I was supposed to fight February Mohegan, and my fight got pulled. And they blamed it on weight. I just don't think the kid wanted to fight me, but he didn't want to admit it. They wouldn't really give me an answer as to why it happened. So we're back on track, and that's why they gave me what I asked for. I said I want to fight an undefeated guy. I want to fight on a big card. So here I am fighting on Sturgis against another undefeated guy, and I'm going to take another undefeated guy's. Oh, that's mine. That shit's mine for sure.
I couldn't not even imagine a Thanksgiving Day BKFC card. Holy shit.
That would be so sick, dude. And combat sports don't really operate like that. So maybe I'll be like, hey, Dave, you should do a card on Thanksgiving, bro, because the whole world would tune in because there's no other combat sports on Thanksgiving. I was thinking about Christmas too, dude. Like, I know that people want to spend it with their families, but I would be the happiest motherfucker to be fighting on Christmas Day to show out for the whole world, to give them a present of us fighting. You know what I mean? Because I'm a fan of combat sports, man. Like, I watch combat sports all day, every day. I'm obsessed over it. It's kind of my job to be obsessed over it, but even Amy, like she watches it heavier than I do. So we're just kind of addicted to this at this point of our lives, and we want to see how far we could take it. We're gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. I'm ready to go get this kid's
Man,
face all cut up. He's been talking
I
some
can't wait.
shit, dude. He's been talking some shit. That's why I made the old man comment because he's been talking some shit, dude. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm undefeated." Dude, you've been fighting cab drivers your whole fucking career from the sticks of South Dakota. Of course you're undefeated. You're 6'3", bro. Like it's silly. He's been talking a lot of shit, so I'm gonna have to make a statement with his ass. Plus, it's time for my career to go up and his to stay even for a little while. Got to humble him. Everybody's been hitting me up in the comments like, you got to humble this guy. He's an asshole. So that's what I'll do.
Man, it's crazy to see the life of a fighter just start out and then just, as they get older, losing some of these fights. And it's, part of it, you feel like, even though I'm not in there or the fans are fighting with you, we feel like we're losing a part of our spirit when we see, like Dustin Poirier this weekend about to
Oh
be his
man,
last. So wild, man.
that's my
Uh,
favorite fighter in the world. So to see him go, like if we weren't in fight camp, I don't care how much it would have costed, we would have been at that fight because he's been an inspiration to me my whole career. Like I'm a southpaw like Dustin Poirier. I like to bang it out like he does, and I like to sit in the pocket. So he's somebody that I've studied for years, dude, and just who he is as an individual and as a man, he's a good man. You could tell that. So yeah, I'm sad to see him go. People like that, you miss those people in the combat sports world because it absolutely changes when they're gone. Somebody that important to the combat sports world, yeah, it sucks. But it's going to be an awesome event, dude. It's going to be an amazing event this week, and he's going to have Little Wayne walk him out and everything, fighting Max Holloway. And normally this would be like a really hard fight for me to pick, but Dustin Poirier is going to wax Max because it's his last fight, and I know he's going to go out like a gangster for sure.
bro, it's gonna be hard to watch one of
Yeah,
them lose. 'Cause,
yeah. Yeah,
been
watching
watching.
Max get knocked out by Ilya like that, I almost like teared up. I almost got emotional. That was rough to see because Max has never been knocked out before that, and he zombied him, dude. Like he did to him what Max did to the Korean Zombie. You know what I'm saying? Flatlined. Like, but I guess you got to understand this too. We're not all going to be undefeated forever, right? And if you get so many knockouts in a row, like Max. Think about it. He put out Korean Zombie, then he put out Justin Gaethje. Like your odds of getting caught in these fights, they get more and more as you keep on winning. And you know what I'm saying? Like you can't stay undefeated forever. Nobody's perfect, except maybe Khabib, you know. But that's
Yeah,
a
that
style not a lot of fans like to watch, me included. I'm a striker. I don't like that shit. So I don't fight MMA, man.
it's, man, rare when those Dagestanis get caught. I mean, Islam one time, when he was very young.
He's so
It's gonna
good.
be, God, to see him at 170. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm a huge UFC fan. That's going to be an amazing fight too because Jack Della Magdalena is not easy to take down. He's been known to stay on his feet and make guys fight his fight. So, and Islam's not going to be big in 170. He's going to be quite small. Jack's big. It's going to be a big fight, man. And I think that Jack Della Magdalena might have what it takes to pull it off, honestly. He might be able to beat Islam.
I mean, it's between the two, I might be in the minority, but I think Khabib would have done better than Islam is going to do at 170. I should probably wait and see what happens with Islam to speak on that, but that's just my thoughts.
I agree because he can't. I watch all of these guys, not just their fights, but I watch their fight camps. I watch their social media. I watch their YouTube channels. I study everything that everybody does because I want to be the best like these guys, right? So I watch everything they do, and he's having trouble gaining that weight. He's having trouble getting past like a certain kilogram, and he can't gain any more weight. So it's going to be interesting to see. And if you watch the fight against Bilal Muhammad that Jack Della Magdalena just had, he stayed on his feet for the majority of that fight. And Bilal's a very, very talented wrestler that fights just kind of like Islam. So we kind of already saw how a fight would play out between two fighters like that. Like Bilal and Islam are training partners, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They had that agreement that they would never fight each other. Makes
Right.
sense.
That's why Islam's now moving up. Exactly. Because of Bilal's losing.
It's wild. I
But
mean,
yeah,
155. They were saying for a long time, true fans, even casuals, that 155 most crazy division. But I think 170 is stride for stride with him right now, man.
for sure. In the UFC, 170 is probably, I'd say, probably the best division, talent wise. There's
Yeah,
full of good guys. Very good. Very good. Like Shavkat, Ian Gary, all those guys are so good, man. Like they're so high level. And yeah, especially
it's so
Shavkat.
true. Shavkai, God, I mean, putting the
Yeah.
matchmakers, I can't imagine what they're going through right now. Because, I mean, yeah, you've got the guy who just beat Gilbert Burns, Morales, I think is his last name, and they're talking about putting him in a fight with Leon. Who, let's not count Leon out yet. I mean, Sean Brady is an absolute assassin in there, and
Yeah.
he's only gotten better since losing to Bilal. I mean, you've got Usman coming back, beating Buckley, the perfect game plan. It's I've never been so excited to watch 170. I mean, even the guys who they're saying are out of the race, I mean, like Leon and Colby, I mean, their personalities can pull them back in. That's the beauty of the game right now, is a personality can sell just as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's silly to count out Leon Edwards. He's a former world champion, man. Like he took a couple losses. That's normal. And everybody they want to be quick to think that you're out of your game because you lost a fight. You just weren't the better man that night. And we've seen like we watched the first fight with Leon where he head kicked Usman and got lucky, right? But then the second fight, Leon Edwards beat the shit out of Kamaru Usman, who's considered one of the best pound for pound fighters of all time, and he handled him easily. So, yeah, I think Leon maybe once these guys become champions, man, they can't focus as much on their craft and they have to focus on all this media shit, all these different brand deals. Like there's so much that goes with that. And I absolutely think that that has a lot to do with these guys' performances sometimes, that they get a part of these big ass cards. They got to do all this fucking media and they don't put as much time into their camps like they're supposed to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Leon Edwards is an amazing fighter, and I see him. There's no way, or I mean, like, there's no counting him out to just go right back and go be after that belt again. He could come back with one or two wins. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but it's a very exciting
Yeah,
division. Very.
that's how quickly it changes. And I mean, now it's an era where people want to move up and down constantly. I mean, Islam was talking about fighting Duplessis, which is just like good luck, son, because that guy is an absolute unit in there. And
He's
Hamzat, I mean,
huge.
Hamzat fight Kamaru Usman, so I mean, I don't know how it's going to shake out at 170, but I can't wait to figure out who is going to be the champion at the end of the year in that division, just as much as
Yeah.
155. Because I mean, 155, I feel like has more. I don't want to say like they are past their prime, but aging, getting towards that, like Benil, Dariush, and Moicano. I mean, he's been on a little bit of a slide lately. Gaethje's not spring chicken anymore. I mean, he's been winning, but him and Dustin, aren't they about the same age? So
Yeah. 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 155 will start slowing down, but they've got plenty of exciting guys that are coming up right behind it. Daniel Zellhuber's one of them. He's going to be fighting Patty Pimblett. He's just up and coming, and he's undefeated in the UFC still. I know a lot of people are counting him out against
oh
Ilya, but
yeah,
I think he might be a real hard fight against Ilya Taporia. But yeah, and then the whole White House thing too.
God,
Connor's talking about going to fight at the White House and then fighting one more, and then hopefully he's going to be fighting for the BKFC. And if Connor fights for the BKFC, then we're going to take the UFC spot. Not really, but like we'll be next to him. People are going to know who the BKFC is, you know? They're already starting to know. I feel like it's already becoming the second most popular combat sport at this point in time. I feel like people are really tuning into this, so I'm excited for the future, man, of the BKFC. Especially now that Connor is a part of it, you know. It's pretty cool.
hell yeah, man. I don't think there's anybody that's close besides you guys to the UFC. I mean, I like PFL for the opportunities it gives people, in one, but it's just not, and
One
look what happened with
championship,
Bellator.
one championship is like the UFC, but for that side of the world too. Like in Asia, one championship is where it's at. Also, Ryzen is another good combat sports organization. They're from Japan, and the BKFC is tied with Ryzen now. So like they did a deal. So it's just getting bigger, man. I can't wait to. I'm gonna beat this kid, and then for my birthday, October 25th, I'm gonna be in Rome, Italy. They're gonna be having a Rome card, and I want to be there for my birthday. So I got to do something special in this fight to get the boss man to send me out to Italy. Go back to the homeland.
God,
Yeah, I want to
there you
go.
go. Man.
I want to fight in Italy
It's,
really bad.
oh, what a card that's gonna be! Holy shit! Because I don't think the UFC they've never been to Italy, have they?
I'm not sure, but I know we have been to Italy once already. It was just recently, but this time it's going to be in Rome, just like the Gladiators. And I want to be a part of that. You know, I really want to be a part of that. So I'm going to work my ass off and get it. That's what I'm going to do. When I have these goals set in place, like this one that I've had and all the others that I'm going to have in the future, I'm going to go after it and I'm going to get it. So hopefully all God willing and the universe wants it because I want to go to Italy and fight on my birthday too. October 25th is the night of the fights, and I would love to be on a fight card on my birthday. Be awesome.
Jesus, man. That would be.
Yeah.
I'd have to make my way over there. I
BKFC is getting pretty
definitely
big.
think there's. Yeah, man. Yeah, I love the vision Dave had. Look where it is now. It's just never quit on your dreams, man. That's as simple as I mean, as cliche as it sounds, it's very simple at the same time. I mean, what's it like working with Dave? Because he sounds like just like he is on the mic, he is off camera.
Yeah, he's a straight shooter. He's a real straight shooter. I've never had any issues with him. They've always done what they've said that they were going to do for me and vice versa, and that's why we have a good relationship with the BKFC, and that's why I got signed the way that I did, because They know that I'm always going to go in there and I'm going to do my best and put on a fight for the fans. I'm coming forward and I'm coming forward trying to take their fucking head off every single time. And that's all that they ask from us, you know? Don't be scared to go get in there and fight. And that I'm not. I love to fight. I'm going to try to make this fight last as long as I can and have fun in there. I want to enjoy it. I'm not going to try to go in there and finish this kid quick. I'm going to try to go in there and play with my food until I feel like it's time to fucking eat. And then I'm going to eat. Yeah, that's what I plan to do. I'm going to make this kid suffer in there a little bit. I want to bring him into the deep waters, into the trenches, and see how he handles that shit. Handle somebody that's willing to go to fucking war with them, you know? I'm ready for that. I've been training myself for it for my whole life's built up to this one moment right here. Sturgis Bike Week, August 2nd, Daniel Pettit versus fucking Trayvon Kroger. And that kid is done, dude. He's done. This is my destiny. This isn't his fucking destiny. This is mine. I'm supposed to go into his hometown and beat the fuck out of him in my career. I'm going to be fighting somebody in the top 20 after that. That's for sure. Because I'm going to put on the
Oh,
show of a lifetime. I'm going to do.
absolutely.
And they're just going to be baffled because look, I've had a year off since my last fight. What do you think I've been doing? Sitting on the fucking couch? No, I've been in the gym every fucking day for that last year, getting better and better and better. And now I'm my best self, dude. This kid doesn't he doesn't know what's coming for him. He thinks he's got another fight, another easy fight because I'm 1-2 or what 1-1 in the BKFC, but 1-2 overall in bare knuckle. And he has no fucking idea what they have done to him. Like in the BKFC knows the matchmakers know like they it says Kroger versus Pettit, bro, because that you just won your last fight. But I'm the contracted fighter, buddy. Like they gave me your undefeated ass for a reason, you know? So they can build their fighter. I'm their fighter. So I asked for this. They gave me exactly what I wanted. So I'm gonna take this kid's O. I wanted some cocky little kid that thought that he's the shit. Oh, you're fucking old and this dude. The average age in the BKFC is 38. I was just being sarcastic earlier. I'm not that fucking old. I feel great, dude. I feel like I'm 19, 20 years old. Better shape than I was in my 20s. This kid, I'm gonna big brother the fuck out of this kid. That's what I'm gonna do. I might grab him by the ear while we're in there or something, just to fuck with him, you know? Come here, boy. Come here, you little fucker.
Give him a
Little
pull a Khabib. Take him
smack
into.
upside the back of the head. You know what I mean? Little
I
shit.
take people into the ocean, into deep water, and I
Yeah.
expose them.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna make this kid either go to sleep or he's gonna quit and cry in the back room afterwards, like, hey, beat me up. The last kid that I fought that looked anything like this kid and was undefeated and he was an MMA champion, undefeated boxer, blah, blah, blah. I made that kid quit after 3 rounds and he's never fought bare knuckle fighting ever again. Never fucking again. So I'm going to do the same thing to Trayvon Kroger and he has no idea. He's not going to want to fight ever again in bare knuckle. His only one bare knuckle fight, the guy barely even hit him, dude. He's going to get hit in this fight and he's not going to like how it feels at all. That shit hurts. It fucking hurts. It's a different kind of sting when you catch a knuckle upside your head or it cuts your eye or, cuts his cleft lip right open because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to rip his face apart.
Are you into the idea of, I mean, with this marketing era that we're in, social media, do you have a line that you want to stick when you get that post-fight interview, or is it just you're all about the moment?
I'm going to be myself, dude. I tried to, in the beginning of my career, I wasn't the tower dog. I was Danny Viper. My coach at the time gave me this nickname, the Viper, because I struck like a snake. And he wanted me to, I had like a blonde mohawk. I was trying to play a character that I wasn't, and it affected my fighting. And I'm gonna be myself. And I'm good on the spot, dude. Like I'm just gonna say what comes to mind. I don't need to have anything prepared. What comes off the top of my head for the most part, 99% of the time is what I would have said if I sat and thought about it anyway. So I'm a pretty quick responsive person. I'll be good on the mic. I'm just gonna ask for better fights. Like Quit giving me these guys that are having their debut or they want to know. I want to fight like the upper echelon of my division. You know, I want to fight the good guys, the guys with a name. I don't want to keep fighting these kids that are, trying to build up a career. So that's what I'm going to ask for my next fight. Somebody with some experience, like I'm going to have by that point. Because after this fight, I'm going to be 2-2. That's not a bad record. That means I can fight one of the top 20 guys for sure. And that's what I'm going to ask for.
Get
Definitely.
that
But
streak going.
yep, absolutely.
We need you to
Absolutely.
go clean up YouTube boxing. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Go take him out, man. Because Darren Till, I mean, look at how well he's actually just before I got on here to do this, I saw they announced a fight between whenever the next YouTube card is with Darren Till and Luke Rockhold. I could see you, after bare knuckle getting in there, absolutely messing up I would love to see you fight somebody like a KSI because I feel like that is problem with these YouTube fighters. He's just who I named off the top of my head, but they've just not really been hit. And when you get in there and it's not seeing red. I love your attitude about it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you got to be able to get hit and keep fighting. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't like to get hit. It's just a fact. Like my opponent that's coming up right now, Trayvon, for sure, he does not like to get hit. He's a tall guy. He fights tall. He fights with his hands out, his chin up like this. Those are the guys that are scared to get hit. Guys like me that are in the pocket, you could see it in our fucking eyes. We're ready to take whatever you got to give to us, bro, but we're gonna get you back. You know what I mean? Guys like that don't, that just means you're scared to get hit. Quit being a bitch and come and fight me. You know? Like, I don't know. I don't know why you'd be a fighter if you didn't like to get punched in the face a little bit. Because I kind of
Yeah,
like it a little bit. Doesn't bother me, bro. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. It gets my motor going. So I don't know. This kid's got his fucking hands full. That's what I do know. The whole division's got their hands full. Now that I own my own business, I got my own schedule. I got my own, like, and I have my own back now because I'm able to back myself so much better. Making the money that we're making, I can put way more money into my training, way more money into my diet, into my recovery, into everything, my team, my everything. So, yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming with full fucking force on this whole division for sure. Coming in hot for sure. I took a year off, dude, and I'm not getting any younger. You know what I'm saying? And everybody talks about age in this game, but in the BKFC, thank God, I've got 10 years. You know what I mean? Like I could fight in the BKFC till I was 50, especially if I stay in the shape that I'm in now. I'm in pristine shape, bro. There's nobody that could say that I'm not. Well, you could look at me next to any other average individual and civilian, and you'll know I'm in shape. But I'm going to stay that way and I'm just going to keep on progressing, keep on adding better people around me that help me get better. And we're going to reach the top level of this shit. Or I'm going to die trying. Literally. Literally.
I have no damn doubt it, man. Is there that fight that dream fight? I feel like this question. What I've asked some fighters before, and it comes off as corny. It sounds like in my head, but is there somebody you think you'd be standing across from, and you'd be like, "Holy shit, that's so and so."
Oh, like, you mean that I would look up to? Like somebody that I would look
Yeah,
up to
something
in
like
there? Um, that would be like Tom Schaff. Do you know who Tom Schaff is?
that. I've heard that name. Who is that again?
The bare knuckle gentleman. He just retired recently, but like that would be insane if I ever had to fight him. Or even like somebody like HD, Howard Davis. I look up to HD a lot. He's very, very fucking good. Like he was at the top of 145. Now he just goes and fights at 155. That he's a dog. He's a killer. Very good boxer. So I watch guys like that. It would be crazy to fight people like that. Um, but no, I don't really, there's not too many in my division or anything that I'd be like, oh shit, I'm fighting this person. No, I'd just beat the shit out of all these nerds.
Yes, dude. I mean,
There is a fight that I do want, like in the real soon future, maybe next year after I get one or two. I want to fight that dude El Gallo. real bad. Brian
Yeah.
Duran. I don't like that motherfucker. He's an idiot. And I want to show he just got exposed this weekend anyways, but he's a little muppet, idiot, weenie, character, idiot. So yeah, I just don't like that guy. You know who I would be like, holy shit, I'm fighting against? Probably like Louis Lopez. Do you know who Louis Lopez is?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a gritty dog motherfucker. So if I ever had to sign a fight with Louis Lopez, I would know I'd have to be my best self, and it would be like, holy shit, I'm about to fight Louis. Like, yeah. That's when I know that I'm getting up to the upper echelon of my division, when I'm fighting guys like that. You know what I mean? Louis Lopez is, I mean, he's lost a couple of fights here and there, but he's a killer. And I'll be fighting guys like that here in the next few fights. So I got to get prepared for that for sure.
I mean, you guys have, you were saying one of the biggest combat stars of all time with Connor attached to the promotion. I mean, is it is that pretty wild that you gotten to meet a Connor is because he's a wild man, of course, but I've not met more than I think two people that met him or like people on his team and not for long periods of time.
Yeah, I haven't got to really talk to him, but I'll be honest with you, man. Like, he's my boss and everything, and he brings the reason why I'm so excited for it is because he brings so many eyes. But I don't idolize anybody like that. Like, he's another man just like me that had the same idea that I have right now. So follow his blueprint a little bit, maybe, but like, I'm not somebody that's going to be starstruck when I meet anybody because I know that they're just a human being like you or I. And I don't know, I don't really idolize anybody like that. I'm trying to make myself the best that I can. And if I'm looking up to somebody like that, that obviously puts them on a level that I think I could never be on, which I know I will be at one point in my life. So I'm just trying to work to be on that level with him. But yeah, it'll be cool to meet him. It'll be really cool to meet him. But I'm not going to be some Conor McGregor dick sucker, is what I'm saying. Like, he's just my boss. And yeah, it's going to be cool to be a part of a company that has, because he brings a lot of eyes to it, but that's about it, man. Like, I don't know. He's just a human being like the rest of us. And I don't completely agree with a lot of the moves that he makes, like in his personal life. So, as for advice from him or anything, it'd go in one ear and out the other. Cause like, I'm a good man, I'm a faithful man, and I don't fuck around like that. And like, I don't respect men that do either. So like, I don't know. It's going to be really hard to have a relationship with somebody like that because I'm a very honest person too. And if I feel like I'm getting to know you on a personal level, then I'm going to be honest with you, bro. And I'm going to tell you like, hey, this necessarily ain't a good look when you got, this going on. Or if you're catching my drift at all. Like, he's
Oh
always in the
yeah.
paper about some dumbass shit that's completely avoidable. Like, you could be way more secretive, bro, about your life. You don't got to be a fucking out on Front Street with everything. You know what I mean? But that's what happens when you're as big and famous as he is. All your dirty laundry's aired out for the world to see. But yeah, it's gonna be cool to get to know Connor. All I'm trying to say is that, like, if I were to idolize any of these guys, then I would be putting myself on a lower level than them. And I feel like there's going to be a point in my career that I make myself just as famous as they are. Him, Mike Perry, whoever it is. I'm People are going to know who Dan Pettit is too. You know, I'm going to make sure of that.
Man, you I think deserve it way more than some of these people I see out here. I mean, no offense to other humans, but it's the contenders and the pretenders, and you're no pretender, man. That's what I love about this sport. Is I mean, to call it a sport loosely, but you get out there and you see some of these people just, I mean, fall like that. And I mean, I think it's the aesthetic with it. A lot of it, like somebody stepping in there with a, Ben Rothwell, looking at him like, I don't want to fight that motherfucker. Just
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. And there are a
can't be
lot of
that
people that
way.
do fake the funk to get into places like the BKFC. Like, they'll try out, they'll look good at the tryouts when they spar for 60 seconds against some dude that sucks or whatever. And then they get into the ring and they realize what this shit really is. This is gladiators, bro. Like, we're in there trying to kill each other. We're really in there trying to take each other's head off. And if you're not prepared for that moment, you'll get taken out real quick. Yeah. The pace of bare knuckle is not like anything else in the world. We got 2 minutes to do our work, and most other sports have 3 to 5. So we're putting it on you from the second that bell rings until the second that bell rings, bro. I'm coming, and I'm coming at my fucking best and at my fastest, hardest, you know? That's just kind of the pace that it is. It's a sprint sport, and yeah, a lot of guys just get shocked by that pressure. It's just so much. It is. And that's what
Right.
I learned in my two fucking losses that I got. I was in the back, like, yeah, just trying to get myself amped up because I was so damn nervous about this moment. And like my last fight I lost against Van Vo, I had a terrible weight cut and I did not feel good. And I was telling Amy, I'm like, I just want to go get this shit over with. Let's go. Let's just go get this shit over with. And that's not good, bro. Like if I just want to go get it over with, that means I'm not feeling right. You know what I mean? Because I'm never like that. I'm like, fuck yeah. I just worked for 2 months for this. I finally get to have fucking 15 minutes of fun in front of the camera, in front of my family. Like, hell yeah. So if I'm worried in the back, that's a problem. You know what I mean? Because I love this shit, dude. If I could get this kid to fight me for 10 minutes, I'd be happy as a pig in shit. I just know he's not gonna take it for 10 minutes. It's not gonna happen. He will not be able to fight me that long. He's gonna either quit or go to sleep before that, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
God, I can't wait for your
I'm going
first.
snake hunting, dude.
This man's gonna sell out. Hopefully, the Hard Rock. Come on down to Florida. Hey, I got you. Anything you need. Now, I just moved here a year ago to. And Jacksonville was actually that's where I'm near. It's where the first UFC card after COVID came
That was
to.
where my first fight was for Valor Bare
I
Knuckle
saw
was in
that.
Jacksonville. Yeah. I got beat by
Oh
Josh
shit!
Sykes. Yeah. Yep.
That's
That
where
was
that
a
was. Yeah.
But that's what got me into the BKFC. The fact that I had the balls to fight Josh Sykes in my professional sports debut after that dude had already been in the BKFC and shit, you know? He was like one of the top 10 lightweights in the world at the time or in the country for bare knuckle, and I fought him on my debut without no fights. So I'm ready to fight whoever they put in front of me. I just needed some learning experience, and now I got it. Now I'm going to put that forward, and the sky's the limit, dude. Especially with Connor jumping on the way that he has, and the eyes that we're getting now. People are going to know who I am real soon. Real soon. Thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it. It's been a
Man,
cool
it's
conversation.
oh, no doubt, brother. I mean, as somebody who watched the UFC the early 2000s, you guys are matching that energy again, and the look of it, like, holy shit, what is this? It's I want to see it again. That's what I'm feeling right now with BKFC, and I was this close to seeing the card down in Davie, Florida, which is by Miami last week, and I didn't get to, and I'm so pissed about it. But
Oh
I'm
man.
getting to whatever event you're doing next. I got to find my way there. I know your first main event. That's exactly what I'm doing. Is getting front and center. I'm going to be looking like Paulie Walnuts in the front
Yeah,
there,
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
my fedora
Hopefully
on and
within
everything.
That's what I want to do, man. Like within the next year, I want to be fighting upper spots on the card, fighting better guys up in the top 20 and guys with a name. So I am getting those spots that I'll come in there. It doesn't matter, bro. Like I want to be the B side. I'd like it to be Kroger against Pettit because I got better odds on DraftKings that way. My family's gonna make out when I beat these guys' ass if I'm the underdog. So I'm okay with being the underdog. It motivates the shit out of me because of the financial aspect of that. You know what I mean? We're not in the UFC. Like, we don't have something where our family can't bet on us. Like, my family's definitely going to throw money down on me, and it's better when you're the underdog. You know what I mean? So, hopefully, I'll be fighting on a co main or a main event real soon after I display a beautiful, beautiful violence on August 2nd. Yeah. It's going to be my
Top
best art piece ever,
to
for
the
sure.
top of the tower, man. I'm
Yeah.
loving the journey and just sitting here getting to talk to you before this. I mean, I don't know that I've talked to somebody who sounded more just like they see what's going to happen, and I cannot wait for this shit, man. And the after party once you're done plastering this man, I got to have you back on, brother. We're doing it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll come back on whenever you want, dude. Just let me know. Yep.
Man, for
But
sure. You do whatever you got to do these next few weeks, but it's you've been in there before, and I don't think this guy has really been in there, even though he has been. It's like that old line in the movie Major League: "Strike this motherfucker out." That's what I'm looking for, man. Is just that perfect performance. I think you're definitely looking for that perfect performance or
yeah,
near
no, I
perfect.
have to. That it's time for that. It's time that I show them why they signed me. And it's my first fight on my contract. Like they have certain expectations from me. They don't want me going in there and bum rushing this guy. So I'm gonna box his fucking head off. He thinks he's a better boxer than me, and we're gonna find out. Except for this ain't a boxing match. This is a bare knuckle fight. And if I grab him, he ain't getting away from me, bro. If I get him in that clinch, I'm gonna eat him. I'm gonna eat him alive. I'm gonna rip his face off. So yeah, everybody. Tune in August 2nd on DAZN, BKFC app, Amazon Prime, Fubo Sports TV. And shout out to all my sponsors, man. Strength Cartel, the biggest sponsor that we've got. Dr. Gervitz at Inland Empire Urgent Care in Menifee, California. Old School Energy, the Boss Barbershop in Massachusetts, and myself, Tower Dog Wireless LLC. Yeah, thank you to all of my sponsors. What's that? Oh, and my coach, obviously, Isaiah Tafoya at Southside Sluggers. Um, yeah, I already did that earlier in the interview. And yeah, I just want to say thanks to everybody for following along on this journey. We're going to climb this just like I climb everything else in my fucking life. I climb towers every day. I'm going to climb these fucking rankings just like that till I get to the top, and I'm going to stay there. Watch, watch. I'm going to do that. You guys get to see it. I get to do it. Let's go. It's going to be fun.
I'm climbing onto a plane to see you whenever you do it next, brother. That's for goddamn sure.
Awesome. That'd be amazing. I would love that. That'd be cool, man.
There's no conceive, believe, achieve here. This is just raw energy. You're
Just
taking
do
in
it.
there, man.
You just fucking do it. That's what I've been talking about to all these people like on my Instagram every day. It's like you can say a million times that you're going to do something or you want to do it. It's until you start acting upon what the fuck you want to do, you're not going to get shit. So just go do it and then you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to keep losing fights, bro. Like it's not going to happen. I've got a 3-fight contract and I'm going to win all 3 of those fights. And by the time I'm done doing that, that's when the big fights come. So I'll have 3 fights, this one and 2 more, and then I'll start getting on the upper echelon of these motherfuckers right after that. So, yeah. Because we'll have to renegotiate money terms too after I do what I do to these 3 guys on this 3 fights, you know. So just follow along on the journey, guys. It's going to be an amazing one. This is just the beginning, literally just the beginning. It's only my 3rd fight in the BKFC. So, you guys are getting to watch it fresh from the organic growth. Yeah. It's going to be cool. Thank you very much for having
Dave
me on,
knows how
brother.
to pick the damn talent, man, because that's what you are, man. Talented and the
I clawed my way into
just
this motherfucker. I didn't take no for an answer. They didn't want to let me fight in there, and I went and fought Josh Sykes and Valor, and then they didn't have a choice. They're like, "Well, he belongs in here, so we're gonna give him a shot." They gave me my shot, and I took full advantage of it. Beat the kid. I have the first knockout in Connecticut state history as a bare knuckle fighter, and yeah, I get to keep that for the rest of my life and know that I won the first ever sanctioned bare knuckle fight in Connecticut history, and I won it by knockout. So I'm blessed to be here, man. I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing and keep on working. She's gonna keep on pushing me. Shout out to Amy Mora, my everything. Yeah, she's gonna keep pushing me to the very, very top of this shit. So thanks for having me on, brother. I will see you next time.
absolutely, brother. 100%, man. And tell Amy said, "What's up?" Definitely a fan of her from what I've heard, and we'll do this again, brother. You know I'm tuning in August 2nd.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep in touch and we'll do it again. All right. See you later.
Oh, no doubt, brother.